Hey guys, I hope you have been doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have been as busy as a bee. It's the last quarter of the year. If you're familiar with this kind of industry that I'm in, when I say the industry, I mean like marketing, digital marketing. It really gets busy towards the last quarter of the year, and then it doesn't help that I have Joyride, I have Njiru, I have Maua to think about. So it's really just ka. But I wanted to come on here. I think I have been in a reflective mood, as I have been in the previous, I think, videos that I've been doing, whether it's on the things that I own, but you could, if you're keen enough, you can sense there's a sense of reflection. And so I wanted to come on here and share some things that I wish I had known earlier. It has no age gap tied to it. It's just that things that I have been learning specifically in this year that I thought, you know what, it would be a great time as any to share these things. And maybe if you're on the same journey as I am in your own personal journey, maybe you could share a thing or two. I think I found myself gravitating more towards like value addition content, because for a very long time, and I think I've been saying this in the campus tours that we have been doing, we have done and we are going to be doing, is that I have been in a place where I got to a place in my content career space where I wanted to do a lot more value addition work, in the sense that other than showing you guys my favorite lipsticks or my favorite things, which I did in the last video, I can share more things that are on my mind, more things that I'm experiencing in my own journey, and maybe find a place of relatability with you. It's what I've been doing with on the Joyride, and it's just been refreshing for even me to do it. So I wanted to see if we could like kind of mirror that on this channel, not do it fully, but maybe we could borrow a thing or two from there. And so I wanted to share a few things that I wish I had known earlier, that I have learned this year. I feel like this year has been very monumental for me. It's been a year of so many firsts for me. My first year I've been married, first year really having my own space, owning my space on the internet, especially with the Joyride. So it's been a year of so many firsts for me, and with that has come like a lot of lessons, and maybe I should share them. And so the first one is building is a process. Among the first videos that I did this year, I talked about how I think my word for the year was build. And I really don't know why I gave myself that word, or I felt so strongly that that was my word for this year, because all I have been doing this year is literally building. I mean, immediately in February, we started the Joyride. Now it was a new entity, like we literally started pages from scratch. We started the concept from scratch, built a team from scratch. It was really just like the world was our oyster, and we were just filling in the blanks. And if not to add on that, I was just recently married, so about just when we were starting the Joyride, November, December, January, like maybe 4 months married. Why I wish I knew this earlier is because I was so excited to build, and I still am so excited to build, but I just did not know how much it takes from you. It's interesting because my parents are also building right now, and I have been with them like almost every step of the process, and like it's just so rewarding to see it physically. Now thinking about building a house, it's so rewarding to see like what has come from the ground up, but also to see like the sacrifices they've had to make in terms of financial sacrifices so that they could get it up and running, in terms of time that they've had to sacrifice. It's just so much. And if I apply it in like the businesses that I'm running, like for Maua, we had a bit of a lag time, especially last year and a bit of this year. And so I think around August thereabout, we onboarded somebody new to the team, and now it's just, we are looking at a rebrand. That's what we are working on, and it's just been a huge learning curve. Like right now I'm literally tired. It's now 10:30. I was up by 5 because we had a meeting from 7 to 9, and then I come here, I shoot this, and then I have to go into Joyride things after that. It's just like, that's how my days are. Like yesterday was a public holiday, it was inauguration day. I was up by 6, had to get my makeup done because we were doing a shoot for Maua. It's like taking all of me, and it's so much of sacrifices that I've had to do here and there, but I know and I believe that it will be worth it in the end. I'm starting to see the fruits, especially for a brand like Joyride. We are seeing like how incredible people have received the Joyride. People are relating to the Joyride, and just to see, even like we're planning, like right now we did incredible campus tours around July, and then now we want to go back on tour. All I'm saying is building is a process, and it is tedious. Just before I shot this, I remember I was telling Ben, I need to rest, I need to sleep. But I feel like there's no time to sleep because this quarter is just going pa 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 pa. As I said, Campus Store is about to kick off, and those ones are usually hectic. Season 2 of Joyride is about to kick off. Mawa is going through a rebrand, and we're trying to figure out structure, systems, and that's really just where you are needed the most, because once we establish those structures, the brand can now fly on its own. So it's just a process. So help me God. Or number 2, this one is an interesting one, and for someone who has a podcast with their partner, I never really talk about this, but it's that something I wish I knew earlier is that marriage is actually fun if, and I wrote a caveat here, if you marry the right person. And why I say I wish I knew this earlier is because I took a bit of time, I dilly-dallied with the decision to get married, not because of Ben or I had any doubts about Ben, but because of my own personal reasons, and maybe I've touched on this before. But right now, I think because I married the right person, and I am so sure in the person that I married, I am having, like, literally, it's la vida loca up in this place. Like, if I could just let you in, guys, a little bit, I think Ben is such an awesome human being. Like, he's fun to be around, like, literally as a human being, not as a partner, not as a husband, but as a human being. He's actually fun to be around. And then he's also really, really a partner. More than a husband, he really is a partner. So it never feels like in the house it's really like you do this or you do this. In as much as we've had to do a lot of unlearning, the both of us, on what roles mean, it's beautiful to see, like, teamwork, and I think it's evident even with the Joyride. If I could let you in on a secret, on the first, well, it's not going to be a secret, episode ya kwanza ya Joyride season 2, I don't know when this will go up, we're having a couple therapist on the show, and so since we've pre-recorded it already, after the show she was like, or even I think in the episode she was like, you know what, something about you two is that you have a really, really healthy relationship, and it's beautiful and refreshing to see. And that, I've carried that with me. I don't know why I held those words so dear to me. It's because we have really put in effort and time into making that relationship what it is. And so for someone who is experienced and who has knowledge in that area to actually see that we are a healthy relationship, it's like a pat on the back. And I think it's because I really chose the right person. So I think marriage is fun if you have the right person, if you're married to the right person. Number 3, I think this one has been a hard lesson, which I'm still learning right now, and I wish I had known earlier, but I'm still learning it now, is that talent is only like a third of what is needed to make something successful. Like, you just cannot show up because you're talented. You need to put in the hard work, and I think that's what we are learning. We just don't, like for the Joyride, I think I'll borrow a lot from the Joyride because we have put a lot of work into the Joyride this year. It's not just because we have chemistry, and the chemistry is great, and thank God for the chemistry that we have on air, but it's really the people behind the scenes, the team behind the scenes, the Catapult agency, Kina, Justin, like just the people, Selfie, Kate, everyone who keeps the wheels turning, everyone just works so freaking hard to make the Joyride a success. So it's just not that we have chemistry. It's that there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes. I'm telling you, like, you would think because we're not recording or we're not actively putting out content, say for the Joyride, that then maybe not much is happening, like these guys are just chilling. No, I remember like last week I was looking at my calendar and I really just believed that I am just living in Joyride's world, because every day there was a meeting that was with regards to Joyride, that I had to figure out things to do with Joyride. I remember on Friday, because we're doing campus tours, like we moved from campus to campus to campus, like all along Thika Road. We started at USIU, and by the end of the day we were in Thika in MKU, just trying to meet student leaders, like we want to come to your university. And it's the hard work that people don't see, that, you know, you probably just see us, or you see a cool reel of us at Strathmore or us at a campus, and you're thinking, wow, this guy's really, really got it together. But what you really don't see is the hard work that goes, like now when we're just sending emails or just talking to these student leaders, and like, we really want to come to your place, please help us mobilize students. How do we get students to come? And another thing that, and I was talking about this, was that strategy is also a big part of it. And while we're still talking about strategy, Future Wanjiru is here to tell you about a Skillshare class I've been taking. I've been an advocate, a big advocate for Skillshare ever since I learned about them. And in case you're new here or you're hearing about Skillshare for the first time, it's an online learning platform that has thousands, and I mean thousands, of inspiring classes on whether you want to acquire a new skill or explore your creativity. These classes are for you. I'm taking this specific brand strategy class that I think should be on your screen right now. It's a quick, short course. That's something that I really love about Skillshare classes. This one I think is about 19 minutes, so you can literally just block off 1 hour of your day and do this class. Skillshare has a wide array of classes that have been so instrumental to me, especially in this journey of figuring out my business. So whether it's in entrepreneurship, social media, business management, all those things, Skillshare has been my resource. And I would like to share that gift with you guys. So the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box will get to enjoy a free premium trial membership. So the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box will get to enjoy a free premium trial membership for an entire month. The first 1,000 people who will click the link in the description box will get to enjoy a free premium trial membership for 1 month. So exciting for you to check out all the classes, explore all the classes, explore your creativity, acquire a new skill. And special thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. They have been so instrumental in my journey, and I'd like to share that with you guys. And so strategy has been so key, such a key ingredient in making the Joyride work, because it gives you kind of like, it doesn't give you kind of like, it actually gives you direction, because you know, like now for us, for Q4 till December, we know what we want to do. We know what we want to achieve in season 2. We know what we want to talk about in season 2. We know how we want it to look, and we know how everything leads up to December, and how December we want it to look like as the Joyride brand. And I think that's what I'm also trying to figure out. I'm also trying to apply that into Maua, because Maua doesn't have as much like structure like Joyride has, and that's what we're trying to figure out, because strategy is one of the most, like, has been life-changing for me. You don't, I keep saying, like, you don't have to look for money. If you have the right strategy and you apply it to the T, money is going to find you. And I have seen it firsthand with Joyride. Like, it's been a 5-month-old brand, and the kinds of things we've been able to do, the kinds of revenue streams we've been able to unlock, Ben and I are just like, and Catapult, we're just like mind freaking blowing. It's been beautiful to watch. So strategy, I wish I knew that earlier. I would have started when I started in 2015. Kungekuwa na strategy, as opposed to just coming and putting out content because a new video has to go up, or like I need to just have content out there. I think once you have strategy, you have unlocked it. The last one, something I wish I knew earlier. Well, this one I didn't wish I knew earlier, but because I've always known it, I just want to be more intentional, is about adding a skill. And I think we said this, adding a skill to yourself, and I've said this 1,000,001 times, that if there's anything people cannot take away from you, is the value you keep adding to yourself. And that's why I'm so passionate about brands like Skillshare that are keen on adding value to you at any one point, at whatever stage you are in life. If you're a beginner, if you're just someone who wants to learn something new, Skillshare is there for you. And I think do not underestimate the power of adding a skill, because that's value people cannot take away from you. Thank you so much for listening to me. It's been me rambling, but 12 minutes. I hope it's been valuable to you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description box get to enjoy free premium trial membership. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wish me luck, and send in all your prayers, all your love, all your hugs. I need them this last quarter, because it's about to be go time. I wish you the best, and I wish you all the love and light also as you pursue your dreams, and as you pursue all the goals that you have set for yourself this last quarter.